Previously on Final Fantasy XVI. Oh my god! This game is incredible, dude. Oh my god, this shit is fucking amazing. And now back to Yoshi Peak Fiction. Hello! NicoB! Finally back for my freaking trip to play more Final Fantasy XVI. Oh my god. It's been too freaking long. Especially when we left it off at that freaking last episode where, good God almighty, Hugo's freaking pissed. He sees Benedicta naked and he's getting cucked by freaking Ifrit, who's Clive, and it's kind of funny. And he gets mega hangry, horny, juiced himself up on that freaking crystal stuff. Screw this. Clive's like, fuck this shit. Get out here, Ifrit. Boo. And an amazing epic boss fight. And oh, wait, it's not over yet. He's eating the crystals and oh my God, he's a billion feet tall. But that's not gonna stop fucking Clive. No, fuck this shit. Going in. And the most absolute Abjura's Wrath kind of fight. I'm just jumping around on his little snake things, punching his little fingers, diving out of the sky with his freaking tentacles. I'm coming in hot. Oh, split this motherfucker in half. Oh God, that was the sickest boss fight ever. Oh my God, it's still going. Now we're just falling forever. Battling the crap out of each other. So fucking cool. I'm gonna get my big hands, my big old hands, and I'm gonna just punch the shit out of The shit was incredible. Anyway, Kafka's finally dead. Oh, thank God. Oh God, Ultima's here and he's trying to take my body and stuff, but Joshua's here, that's okay. He's gonna tell him to go away. And so he does. For now. And yeah, that just, I can't tell you how many times I've gone back and like rewatched that like fight. For both in like my own playthrough or just other people's playthroughs just to see the reactions to it. I went and watched like Max's reaction to that shit. And also, by the way, I decided, I think I told you guys a while ago, I bit the bullet and bought the whole fucking game soundtrack on physical before the digital one released because I just got tired of waiting. And I have the whole soundtrack now. It's amazing. I've just been listening to the damn Titan battle themes. It was so cool. Apparently, guys said that anyone familiar with FF14 actually wouldn't be as surprised by this, like that crazy sort of genre shift in the battle themes, because apparently it's like that in FF14 as well. And I think it's even the same band of Sokens that did it. I see. I actually absolutely loved it. It really did remind me of the that song from FF10 where you fight Jex, you know, the you know, it's sort of just as weirdly like tonally different from all the rest of the music in the game, but it's so fucking sick. I genuinely love the fucking soundtrack for this game. I think it's amazing. Even the lighter themes and the town themes, I think are really enjoyable. But don't worry, I didn't go ahead and listen to any later songs or anything. And the soundtrack doesn't have really any super spoilery names or anything, so. But yeah, it's great. You should go get it, honestly. Just go buy it. You can go buy the digital one. It's out now. They actually even had a bunch of unused songs in there too. Like there was actually gonna be a different song playing for when Ifrit fought Ifrit. But they're all, it's interesting because they're all in like, I think MIDI form. So it's not actually the full orchestra. So it's more like a rough draft potential what it could have been. But to be honest, I actually kind of prefer the songs that they ended up picking anyway versus the ones that were unused. But still kind of cool. Just kind of neat to see like a little behind the scenes of how these are put together. But yes, I've been gone for quite a while, so I have quite a bit of feedback from you guys to catch up on here. So first up, from episode 14, Cal Has No Pal says, Hugo is such a pleasant surprise for an antagonist. When he's first introduced, I got the feeling he'd be one of the first icons to die. His arrogant attitude, Brutus nature, and one-sided relationship with Benedicta set him up perfectly as the first gratifying kill. Instead, he turns out to be a major rival character in contrast to Clive. Where Clive gave up on his revenge and let it wash over him, or Jill used it to better herself, Hugo has become obsessed with it. It's the only thing he's ever thinking about, and he lashes out like a child when he doesn't get his way. Plus, the boss fight is rad. That helps too. Yeah, I actually did like that a lot. And I'm also kind of glad that Clive isn't like above just straight fucking murdering these guys. Like, if you really think about it, like, Clive is just killing a whole bloody boatload of dudes, right? Aside from just like all the mercenaries and the Black Knights and whatever, in addition to just like these other dominants, he's just fucking killing them. And I'm kind of glad he does. I'm glad it's not like the type that's like, no, I must spare him. Like we get to the end and he spares Hugo for some reason. No, he just fucking curb stomps this dumbass. Doesn't give a fuck. Cuts his fapping hands off. You'll have no mercy for me, Hugo. No mercy. Honestly, I feel like it's a trope that gets done like too much in a lot of these games where they have to make the hero like, no, I don't want to kill them, even though they really need to fucking die. So I appreciate it. Clive just like, no, yeah, fuck this guy. Get wrecked, bitch. But Cal has no pals. Thank you so much for your incredibly accurate comment. And it's that reason you are comment of the day. But yeah, I actually did like also how Hugo was handled here. And again, showing that he was also an intelligent character as well. But also a bit of a crybaby bitch in the end once he really started like losing his mind. By the way, another thing you guys mentioned back in episode 14 was how good a lot of the moves are about Titan. And I was generally kind of right for most of them, except apparently the upheaval move, the one where that was just like the area effect move that I was initially like, this one probably kind of sucks, is actually supposed to be quite good because the benefit of it is that the higher up you are, the more damage you do. So if you do something like, for example, like double hop off an enemy and then do it in midair, or use the Garuda, like, you know, boss move where where instead of pulling them towards you, you end up just like pulling yourself up in the air and then use it, you'll do a lot more damage than even the wind up move. So I'm gonna have to try that. I've actually switched out wind up for that just to experiment a bit. You guys also point out that apparently the character Mid is actually one that has shown up in previous Final Fantasies before that I wasn't really aware of. Apparently she showed up in like 5, 11, 12, 14, and even 15 to some extent, which I guess makes a little bit of sense, just that I wouldn't realize because those are definitely some of my least played Final Fantasy games. Like, I mean, I definitely played 11 or 14. I barely played 12. I think I played some of 5, but I don't know if I ever actually truly beat it. And 15, I only got like 8 hours into it. But that's interesting. Okay. I didn't realize that was like a thing in addition to Sid. But anyway, in episode 15, DM Dude 2000 said, fun medieval economics fact, a talent of gold is a unit of measurement that was used by merchants for large purchases. It's supposed to represent a golden bar of a certain weight, which has varied wildly throughout history between 10 and 100 pounds. This is in reference to when Byron came and dropped off like his giant chests, which you refer to as like talents, the gold for the hideaway. Let's be conservative and assume 10 pounds per talent. This makes 2,000 talents, 10 tons of gold. However, Uncle Byron clearly only had 2 large chests with him, so that much gold probably wouldn't fit in them. So let's assume a talent is 1 pound and it's only 1 ton of gold. That's still about 45 million US dollars at the current exchange rate. Clive, I started my hideaway with a small loan of $1 million. Kill. Damn, Uncle Byron, damn. Thanks for giving me that paper. Or I guess that coin. Dude, there's that much money. I feel like we should be fucking like having like devices that turn the fucking river water into Mountain Dew or something. And putting all kinds of necklaces and fucking bling on Torgal, making him look like the raddest fucking doggo there ever was. The already raddest doggo there ever was. You sure are, boy. You sure are. But DM Dude, thank you so much for your fun medieval economic facts. And it's that reason you are comment of the day for that episode. All right, another thing you guys brought up that I wasn't aware of, and I don't even, is it even actually, wait a minute, hold on. Is it actually in the abilities and I just didn't see it? Hold on. This is why I gotta read these things if it, oh, it is, yes. Ability duration can be extended by tapping the execute button. So if you press square a bunch after doing Raging Fist, you can actually extend it. Shit. Okay, that's good to know. That's actually gonna make it even better than it already is. And it's already very fucking good. And finally, last episode, Memento Mortis 21 said, not sure if he caught these subtle implications, but Harbard knowing what happened with Benedicta and her Garuda powers in her final hours insinuates that he must have been close enough to monitor her during that time, and most likely the one to behead her corpse and send it to Kupka to incite him. It's further corroborated by Barnabas when he says that Kupka traded his life for a woman's head, knowledge of which shouldn't have been publicly known outside of those responsible for defiling her corpse, in addition to Kupka and his closest men, which goes to show just how little Benedicta truly mattered to the King of Waloed, despite how blindingly loyal she was to him and his cause. Yeesh, even 5 years after her death, we continue to learn just how fucked up her life was. Little wonder why Sid went rogue and desperately tried to get her out from under Barnabas's thumb. Yeah. Wow, that's a good point. I had a feeling that this was likely Barnabas's doing. Like, he seems like, aside from Ultima, to be like the other, like, kind of big baddie behind this. And it also seems like he's pretty aware of, like, who Clive really is. You know, the whole mythos thing. and probably also aware of Ultima to some extent. What that exactly means, I'm not sure what he's even trying to accomplish with that. Maybe he's also like working with Ultima in some way. But I don't know, are they essentially using Kupka? Like, were they intentionally using him so that Clive could get stronger? Do they really want him to die there? It seems to me like they are actually sort of testing him just like Ultima was. But it was interesting because I also thought Benedicta might have been the one to consider like turning on Barnabas, or was even like plotting something behind his back, you know, because he's over here also fucking around with Hugo. But no, it really is just Barnabas using her. In the end, she just was as blindingly loyal to him as she sort of appeared to be. But Memento Mortis, thank you so much for pointing out that subtle clue that, I didn't even really catch when I first saw it seen. And it's for that reason you are comment of the day. But all right, I think we are officially caught up with everything. Sorry about that. I know that's what happens when you're gone for like a week. But I wanted you guys to know I did read all your comments, and again, appreciate you guys leaving all your tips and feedback and everything. It always makes it a joy to come back and see everybody's reactions to the videos and stuff, because it's kind of hard for me to check this stuff as much when I'm out and about and really focused on stuff going on in my personal life. But okay, we have now finally killed Kupka. That just leaves what? We got Dion now and Barnabas. Seemingly out of the other people that the funny thing is, it seems like Dion, out of everybody, is like also pretty, like, has a good head on his shoulders, right? Oh, let me look out here. Oh, by the way, you guys also point out the where the crystal was, where Titan's crystal was, that was not a city around it. It was literally just his own giant personal palace. So I was kind of like, did I just kill like a holy boatload of like innocent people? Nah, it's just him. Or maybe his shithead guards, but whatever. It's nothing to worry about there. But yeah, so we seemingly have Dion stuff and then Barnabas over here. Only 2 big fat crystals left. But like I said, Dion is not really seeming like a bad guy. So it'll be interesting to see at what point, because at some point I'm going to have to fucking fight him, right? How that's going to be done. Will his father just basically coerce him? It's already showing that like his father is seeing his potential betrayal in his son, right? Like the fates ordain that, oh yes, the darkness in my son is going to turn against me or something. So I'm not exactly sure, but I think I probably should go talk to my lore guy here after these next couple of cutscenes. Because I haven't really gotten caught up in that in a while. Otto, did you see that fucking shit? I just like nuked an entire area.
Clive, you're back.
You're back. Way to nuke that thing.
And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
Surprised you guys couldn't see the fight from here. It was so big.
Hugo saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
Yeah, you know.
It's a long story.
I happen to be in the area.
For the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Can I have you and Uncle Byron, please?
Otto. Any word on the royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Yeah, what plot has been happening while I've been, you know, throwing hands with Hugo? Tell me, Vivian.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
Tell that to the other guy, though.
May have picked up 1 or 2.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than
See the forest for the trees, or whatever. Show me! All right, what's going on now? Only 2 of these big fuckers left.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash.
Ass!
It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873.
Splat.
Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Who will get one shot by Odin's fucking sword?
In summary, I know not to what end the royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
Unky!
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done.
Yeah!
Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal.
Then we can fucking
Consider
party!
the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Let's go tell everybody! Also new items! Yo, Karen, you hear the good news?
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
That's all you gotta say, really? Come on.
Is it business or pleasure? It's a relief.
Feels like we can breathe again. No more living in fear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Clive.
Okay, for a second I thought I was gonna say cut it off at... It is really funny how they cut off the voice parts in some spots. Like, she won't even finish the sentence. I was just gonna go,
Thank you.
and then stop before Clive.
I know I don't say it often, but I mean it. Oh, and best of luck, too. For many here, every other worldly woe paled in comparison to the threat of Hugo Kupka. Now he's gone, we'll finally have time to devote to everyday gripes and grumbles. And as the captain of this little ship, I'm sure you'll be on the receiving end of more than a few.
You know...
Coin purse weighing you down?
New sword, enhancer. I can also buy Y-Rite. Oh man, I might need to get a few more. I only have 659, which I'm sure I'm totally gonna use in this playthrough.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
No.
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
Yeah.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Aw. Rare to see him get emotional like that.
Back, are ya? To a bloody riddance.
If there's ever a man who deserved a rusty knife in the gut, it was that prick. Not that I'd let you carry around a rusty knife. His death won't bring back the people we lost, but it'll ease a few hearts.
Included.
Thank you.
Got you, bro. I also got a diamond sword, but I can't get that yet. White worm bone, probably some shit I get from, like, upgrading some BS. Or probably some shit I get from finding, like, a boss or a bounty. All right, enhancer.
Not bad, if I do say so
Not
myself.
bad.
Now enhance the enhancer.
Yeah, and
Cool. Cool curved blade. What up, old man?
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
Fuck you, you shits.
He is. The big baby.
Man, fuck them kids.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not.
The
But
fucking
until I
god.
do, my investigations shall continue.
Just like me.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
But first, get ready, Hippocrates. I'm about to dump some fucking lore in your
To
ass.
see you, Clive. I have said it many times.
Hugo Kupka was a murderer, but he was also a thief. A thief who robbed us of our happiness, our hope. And though I know it is wrong to revel in the death of another, take solace in the fact that he will never steal anything from us ever again.
His story is ended.
Thank you, Clive.
I have compiled some new
All right, here we
entries.
go.
If you would like
I think
to
it's
see
been
them.
quite a bit since I've done this. Almost leveled up. All right, Kupka. Dominated the Eikon Titan after losing his hands to Clive's blade in the crypt of Rosleth Castle. He was spirited back to Dhalmekia by his enigmatic Waluder ally, Lord Harbard. Clive followed after, storming Kupka's stronghold in the heart of Drake's Fang to finish him once and for all. The duel that ensued, first with Titan and then with something even more terrible, led not only to Kupka's long-awaited demise, but that of the nation's mother crystal. The Silvermane, chieftain of the Northern Territory and Jill Warwick's father, after his homeland's raids into Rosaria were finally quelled by the Duchy, his daughter was taken as a ward of the Rosfield family to ensure that he would never raise arms against them again. Oh, hey, there you go. Ash, though slightly smaller than her sister to the west, the eastern continent of Valisthea is markedly more altitudinous. Her lightly wooded shores guarded on all sides by nigh unscalable cliffs. Having been ravaged by the Blight, still more grievously than Storm, the kingdom of Elude is now her sole remaining nation. The accession of the Emperor Olivier. Holy Emperor Sylvester Lesage handed power to Olivier, his second-born son and only child by Empress Annabella, in a turn of events that shocked a nation. None was more shocked, however, than his firstborn son Dion, who was presiding over troop movements in the area surrounding the Crystalline Dominion when news first reached him. This is what I mean, like, it's like he's sort of turning against his own son here, which really does make me wonder at what point we'll essentially bump heads with each other. Unless maybe he'll just join my side and we won't do that. Kind of like with Jill and Shiva. So the Namekian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states, is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm and has its capital at Rendala. Having lost both Drake's Fang and the mighty Titan, the political situation in Dhalmekia has deteriorated drastically. The government's scrambling to withdraw their troops from the ill-starred siege of the Crystalline Dominion that they might be redeployed to quell the unfolding chaos at home. Yep, I like it. It's like once their mother crystal's gone, they just they kind of fucked. The fall of Drake's Fang. The Mother Crystal Dhalmekian Empire was destroyed by the Sith the Outlaw and his associates in the year 878. Hugo Kupka, the dominant of Titan, also disappeared in the attacks and was presumed to have died. The loss of their icon led the Dalmex to hastening their withdrawal from the conflict with the Empire that was ongoing at the time. Maybe this is more of like also an instance too of like, now that they're gone, right? This will allow Barnabas to also then, you know, get the Empire out of the way. Literally just, maybe that's what it really is. It's really about helping Clive beat everybody else so they don't have to really do anything, right? Even though Dhalmekian was an ally, I think he probably assumed that at some point they would like try to stab him in the back as well. That might be what this is really all about. So Kingdom of Elude, ruled over by Barnabas, dominant of Odin and Warden of Darkness, who somehow managed to bring the horde of marauding beastmen that once plagued his lands to heel and persuaded them to direct their aggression at his enemies instead. These bloodthirsty foes have been deployed as far afield as Drake's Fang in the Dhalmekia Republic. The Isles of Ark. The cluster of tiny islands upon which the Crystalline Dominion stands. They are largely man-made, having been built on top of existing ruins, and are arranged with an administrative hub at the center, surrounded by the citizens' dwellings, and beyond those, the slums in which various refugees make their homes. The glistening spire at the island's center is home to the Dominion's Mother Crystal. Brand removal, the painstaking process of slicing away the bearer's brand so that no mark remains. Tarya, the hideaway's physiker, has mastered the procedure, though it still entails a good deal of pain and of risk. Indeed, the brand is written in poison ink, that any attempt to remove it should result in death. Given this, many choose to forego the process, even though their brand precludes them from ever leaving the hideaway. Frost Wolf, a rare breed of wolf from the frozen northern territories that is said to be able to conjure magics. An ancient fable from the region prominently features a frost wolf by the name of Fenrir, who was companion to the Queen of Snows, most likely an allusion to the dominant of Shiva, and defended her not with tooth and claw, but with bolts of ice. Astrologer, members of the Gregorian clergy who divine the future from the movements of the heavens. It has long been custom for the astrologers of the Imperial Court to share their auguries only with the Emperor, granting them significant political influence, provided that is that the Emperor of the day shares Sylvester's inclination to heed their advice. Wyvern Tail, the elegant white flower that is a symbol of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. Now, I did see some of you guys bring up, apparently, and maybe this is something that doesn't get revealed till later, because someone said this isn't like really told explicitly in the game, but apparently this flower here is actually what is used to make the poison for the branded, which is a bit interesting, a little subtle symbolism there, I guess, right? Where he's over here just sniffing that shit up like, yeah, it's that good stuff. I see. Yeah, it doesn't actually say it here, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it gets updated in a quest or something later. All right.
Did you learn everything you needed?
I'm all caught up. A Desert Alliance. Sid II, I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you have now earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not be easily relinquished. May this be the start of our fruitful relationship, Rosanna. Yeah, you know, I rather actually enjoyed Lubor here. His character. That was kind of fun. All right, little dude, what new shit you got for me? Wow, 4? Holy shit. Soul Stingers. Grimalkin. The 9 of Knives. Well, this guy looks sick. What? Breaker of Worlds. Urgent call to all curse breakers. Due to discovery of fallen giant in the Rosarian ruins, we've lately been investigating. All the work in the region is to be halted with the immediate effect, and all members are to proceed no further than the village gates, lest the echoes should be awakened by our presence. No further action may be taken without Sid's express permission. Where the doesn't even know where they are? The Rosarian ruins. Okay. So I guess in that area somewhere. The Breaker of Worlds.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should.
Oh, him buried somewhere?
And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongue down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Okay. Well, we got a couple quests here. One in Dalmekia and one over in the Holy Empire. All right, who are you in love with today, Asta?
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms to be cooed over. The other, the naughty little boy who'd pull on my pigtails.
You don't even have pigtails, ma'am. Please be consistent with your horniness, ma'am. This is gonna end with her just falling in love with Clive, and then she's gonna turn around and be like, ah! Does she even know that I'm there listening to her?
If I don't come up with something soon.
Yo, what up?
All right, Clive? What do you want?
What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines.
Neat.
And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that.
Good, go do all the
First
work
things
for me now.
first, I need some parts making.
Okay.
The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air.
Okay.
And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Okay. Guess we're building some shit.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
The hell you want?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
We're making a boat. For some reason. I guess use this to get to the Crystalline Dominion or whatever.
Krieger's Teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I thought it was going to make me run over there and grab him.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already.
Dude, I've got a fuck ton of materials already. Come on, use all this extra shit I have.
Sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy.
I've got like 1,000 Wyrite.
Call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up.
Clive, you go do the hard
One of us
part.
should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Letting off steam. Okay.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Gav. Gav's cool.
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You
Okay.
do, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
I like to see a motherfucker try.
In your own time.
Okie dokie. I also grabbed the quest that's also over here. All right, what we got going on? Master Baker.
Just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Please, random stranger man who looks like he's a main character of a video game. Sure.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Okay. Use your loaf. Excuse me? Okay, so down here. Also think this is also where one of the baddies are. One of the bounty. Oh yeah, there he is. Holy shit. Cool looking guy.
Straight home now.
The Knight of Knives. Beat his ass. So you remember how to play. It's been a week.
My blade yet.
Oh god. Okay, good. Oh, bleh.
Let us feast on your flesh.
Holy. Okay. Madman. Do you want some more? No, don't hit me with your poison mist bullshit. Oh, wow, I'm getting fucked up. I might be dead. No way, I'm fine. Oh my god. God damn you. Oh god, I really gotta fucking learn to dodge that shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, why do I just can't fucking get around that fucking move. Okay. All right, I need to think about how I'm gonna do this. New move. Okay, so first, this. Oh god, that went way too fast. I also forgot to do my limit break. Do I not have to charge it if I'm in midair like that? Nuke this bitch! Dead. That works. Level me the fuck up. Whew. Okay. Not bad. Yeah.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
I'll kill you for sport instead. Hello, dude. What are you doing? They're taking a shit.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? I'm certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am.
That's deep,
she
bro.
was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Express yourself. Remember the good times. Focus on your work. Express yourself.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Cool.
Wait.
Okay. Wait. Oh shit, what did I do? What have I done?
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Oh shit, I found something. I'm running over here just looking around. Some of the area is actually unlocked. And I think I found another bounty. Grimelkin! Hello, Grimelkin. We gonna beat your ass now. Look out, looks like Red 13. But first I must defeat his children.
Let me introduce you to mine.
Damn, he's got a lot of kids. There we go. Now get down here, doggo. Come here, Mr. Kitty. Or cat dog thing. Wherever the hell you are. Nuke this bitch. I've already almost completely staggered it again. There we are. Think, Mark, think. That's funny. That's a funny trophy name. Think, Mark, think. Wow, an Invincible reference in my Final Fantasy game? All right, Grimmel can hide.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Oh, there's gonna go, speak for yourself, Clive. Now, me gonna go over here and eat him now. Blah, 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 blah. Torgal, please, you'll ruin your dinner. Whatever, dinner already ruined for all Torgal's snacks. Torgal been eating. It's not gonna matter much at this point. Blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I kind of prefer, I think the upheaval one is good, but the problem is the positioning with it. I think it would probably works great with the Garuda technique where you can throw yourself in the air because it's much easier and faster to do than double jumping on the enemy and then getting it. But I really don't feel like I'm doing like more damage with it. So I think I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before. Back to the windup. I'm just like taking too long to get the move out, honestly. And then I can't get to my other moves, which means I'm getting less damage overall. God, I'm really in Australia right now. Holy shit. Whoa, big area. Uldbidza and the Mare. Oh, I'm gonna nuke this thing. Now that's some big damage.
No need to wait for me.
Another? Oh, no, I just can't bring... I can't bring her in here. Okay. Is there even anything in here? Doesn't look like it. This might be for like a later side quest or something. Oh, hey, there's the bugs. Soul Stingers! Bugs, we're free and fun. Oh, wait, really? They don't even have stagger bars. They're just some regular dickhead bugs. Hey, bugs. Hold this. Come over here. I'm just gonna fucking and I'm gonna fucking just man, nuke these bitches. Okay. No wonder these guys were C. Just some basic bitches.
Peace at last.
Peace is restored to the land. All right. Baker, get back.
There you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Bar.
Ha, cute.
A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater?
I wonder if it really mattered what I said there, if it was
No
always going to
Fang
be the
at
same
all.
result.
And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my
Assuming
hands.
this is edible.
I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
All right, all done. React, Gav. There he is.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can.
Pretty.
Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Okie dokie. Collecting Stardust.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
All right, done.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
He's probably fighting some shit or something, all right? Oh, surprisingly not.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
You bet a professor loved me, Gav. I know. I love you too.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Aw. Now kiss me, you fool. That's cool. So you probably would have gotten a moment choosing whether he's got Gav or Otto here, right?
Right.
I'm glad I picked Gav, though. I like Gav better.
We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
He was ready 20 minutes ago, Clive. Holy fuck. What in the hell is this area? Jesus Christ. Draco's Deep. It's a maze-looking area. Oh, another one of these.
Thanks, Gal.
Still can't do anything with it, though. A chronolith, the Hand of Dione. Oh, there we go. Finally, okay. I was trying to figure out, I was realizing I was trying to do the mash thing, and I was like, it wasn't working. So I was like, mashing square wasn't doing it. And then I was like, oh wait, I'm doing the wrong button. I have to do it with triangle, because I have it on the triangle move. But now I was pressing triangle and it wasn't working. I have to hold R2 and then mash triangle. That's what I was doing wrong. Because I noticed it when I was looking at this on here. I could see that there was like this extra like thing coming out, but I wasn't getting it. So there we go. Got it. Finally fucking got it. Oh, good. 50 spools of steel sick. I'm so glad I came over here.
I can walk from here.
Abandoned fishing village.
This must have been a fishing village. Before everyone left.
At least according to the name. All right, Blackthorn, here's your bullshit.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often.
Yeah.
You're be sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
What about the other pieces I gotta get? Just maybe go get them. Don't make me have to run back there. Come on.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Okay, maybe we're all the way over there.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course.
Okay.
For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the roof.
I wish you would just tell me all this at once. I don't have to run back here.
It was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
Why you give it to me?
What's the name? Right.
What's her name? Okay. Hello, what's her name? Helena the engineer?
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes!
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient
Oh my
of the
God.
plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat
Oh my
and
God.
eventually explode.
Is this really
where the helm
necessary?
comes in.
Come on, guys.
It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop that.
Clive's like, for the love of fuck, stop.
Said we might
Just
be able
tell
to
me
use
what
parts
bullshit you
of the
need.
fallen
God
ruin.
damn it.
Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there.
Okay, you want me to kill a thing?
It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more
Helena,
dangerous
he's
than that.
already dead. It's fine.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out there right now. This is easily right now, this quest we're doing right now, this series of quests, easily the most filler part of the game we've had so far. It feels the most filler. Holy shit. Holy shit. Because here's the problem with what we're doing here. I don't think that this thing that we're getting is going to develop into a new gameplay mechanic. It's just gonna be, it's just like a plot MacGuffin that's gonna allow me to quote unquote get to probably over here, right? Through the Crystal Dominion and over into, and of course, hey, the other quest I have is over here too. Over into this area, right? And that's not like an engaging kind of gameplay thing to really force you to go out and do this stuff. Like if it was, right? Let's say I was actually getting a new mechanic out of this. It would at least give me something to sort of look forward to. But because it's probably just that, and I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm gonna get to the end of this, I'm gonna get a fucking boat and I'm gonna go on like fucking sea missions and blow things up. I fucking doubt it, but if it is really just the plot like MacGuffin of like stopping me and doing that and forcing me to explore, this is pretty rough. Especially when it's like going on end about like the mechanics of this fucking ship we're making. It's like, oh my God, come on. I don't need to hear your crazy, fantastical, made up bullshit about why this works. It doesn't matter, okay? I don't think this game's gonna turn to Black Flags anytime soon. Yeah, see, now I see why too these optional missions are in these areas, because you're literally having to go here for the main story anyway. So you're in the area. Like, I enjoyed that we got a little bit of time with Gav, but even that was relatively short and just kind of like, hey, we're buddies, right? Yeah, we are.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Yes?
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Okay.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
For great justice!
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
And we get to the end, it is just nerves. And I come back, and he's like, oh, really was nothing. Okay. Quest complete.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
That's the goddamn demons.
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Okay. And nothing.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours,
Gov.
though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging.
That's where I'm going for the main story, too.
Screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me.
Me legs!
And I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Okay.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
I don't know, me kind of checked out at this point, Clive. To be perfectly honest.
You there?
Where?
Fuck.
Oh.
He's seen us.
Ha,
Get
fuck.
them before they escape.
Black Shield dudes are still alive.
Black Shields. Here.
I understand we maybe didn't kill all of them, but whatever.
What are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us.
All that matters, you're all about to fucking dirty. Power of a god. Oh Lord, they come in, and so am I. Boosh.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
They're coming. But also, I'm over here, so might as well grab this other thing. I'm sure Quentin won't mind.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
All right, what are we dealing with here?
Anybody home?
Oh, hi. Arimon.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Bet he's not gonna see this coming. Bye-bye. All done.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Seriously.
Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll See that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Okay, all done. No problem. I have the warrior. Increases strength tonic duration by 10 seconds. All right.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
And now they're dead.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way.
Huh.
I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral.
Whoa.
He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself.
Holy shit.
But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target.
Count of Monte Cristo shit.
With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
What? I can't hear you. You're way the fuck over there. Quest complete? What do you mean, quest complete? I feel like we were just getting started there. Holy shit. That was some actually pretty interesting fucking lore behind Quentin there. Is it leading into another quest?
I'm not going to change his mind.
Oh, nothing currently. I was like, oh, we about to get into some shit. No, it's over. No, this has to lead into something else. That has to. All right. God, this game is truly a mixed bag of with the side content. I'd say it's maybe like half and half. Half are like pretty basic and just whatever, and the other half are like at least relatively engaging, right? This would start off kind of like, yeah, whatever, but then at the end I was like, oh shit, I was actually really kind of pulled in by that lore there, though it did kind of end quite quickly, or at least have, you know, something interesting or like relatively funny. Like the Baker one was sort of in between, because like it was kind of dull, but at the same time also kind of at least a little funny. I don't know if the choice I made in that actually had any effect on it. Minus a few points if it didn't. But I feel like for every one that I get that's interesting, I get one that's pretty just like, all right, let's go fucking do this thing, come back. All right, you did the thing, thanks. I found the lore behind this quest that would be more interesting than this fucking boat I'm making right now. All right, I'm gonna go fucking talk to her again. And you know what? Where am I gonna go to fucking kill some motherfucker? Huh? Is it over here? I gotta go, like, they don't know where it is. Like the old Rosarian castle. Can I go back to the castle? Is it in here? I got stuff. Many claiming they wish to change the world. If you actually take it upon themselves to do so, you are inspirations to us all. Nameless patron. Ability points as well as a whole bunch of random bullshit. Bear's plight. Few of those who strive to lighten the burden borne by the crystal's curse. But if we are surviving the coming storm, we must stay together. Bear and brother, as you've shown us. Right in North Reach. 2 meteorite. Oh, hey. Hey, oh no, this is it, isn't it? This is the thing from the fucking FF16 event that I think Max fought as well. Is this thing like level 50 or something? Atlas. $45. That thing was supposed to be level 50 if I remember right, but maybe they changed it. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. Either way, trying to beat this thing's ass. Really? I didn't get that counter? Surprised. Whoa. Ow. Oh god. Oh god. Whoa. Oh, fucking dead. Ah, bleh. Woo-wee. All right. That, oh god. Oh no, nearest obelisk. Oh, god damn it. That's gonna make me have to run all the way back though. Oh, look at this. Come on, game. Come on, you dickhead. Oh, fuck that. Is this game autosave or anything? I'm gonna save right before I get over there. Come on, man. Why you gotta respawn me? This ain't Dark Souls. Oh, nuke this bitch. All right, that's half its health. Oh boy. Cool. All right, die, dickhead. Nuke this motherfucker! Sick. Woo! Give me that EXP. I better level me the fuck up. Whew. I swear to God, I think this guy was initially a level 50. I think they might have, maybe they nerfed him for like in an update or in the base game or something. But I remember when they showed him off, I was pretty sure he was level 50. Orichalcum. Cool. Oh, whew. Tough fight though, but fun.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
Yeah?
So?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously.
Books.
I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Okay. Back to the old man.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time.
Oh, no, then fuck that. No, don't rub me into this shit. No, please, God, no, stop it.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of...
Bitch.
I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Okay. Jill and Tarja. For Tarja.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Okay. So Jill or Tarja?
Shielding that guards against even...
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Huh, this was actually a little harder because it's like, I almost kind of want to get to know Tarja more, but also Jill ship.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, They have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
It's funny. I feel like we went from the absolute hypest, most insane shit ever to now the dullest, most like fillery fucking bullshit. Like I'm like getting insane tonal whiplash here of just like, whoa, what? It's amazing how drawn out this is. Like, I don't mind like the game's giving you something to do, even if it can be relatively menial, as long as there feels like there's a decent purpose behind it. But right now, I am not getting much from this fucking quest line. This main story quest line. Maybe Clive and Joel will make out for a minute.
There's the hunt for ingredients.
God, that'd be great.
I've only just started.
Then it'll actually make it worthwhile.
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts?
These
and some
nuts,
garlic.
bitch!
We'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're
Say it,
finished.
Jill. Do it. Okay. Nuts.
You'll not find a bruised
You'll not find the nuttiest of nuts at all the Nuttington of Nutnad. Nut.
but you're free to look.
Okay, a singular thing of garlic.
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes, one clove of garlic for you, good sir. Wasn't I just fighting God a second ago? What the hell's happening? Now I'm getting some garlic. Dude, give me some of that pepio nuts, motherfucker. Let's fucking go.
Everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
She's over here making out with some other dude. Damn it. Now I'm gonna hand them to her.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Yes. Sweet mother God. This is what I've been finally waiting for. Come on. Come on, do it. It's not gonna happen. I'm not even that stupid, all right? Come on. It's not gonna happen. But I hope it's something meaningful. Please. I'm gonna eat this over here. Hope you don't mind.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics.
Hey!
Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him.
It still does, actually.
Wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make.
Big, large baguettes.
What do you think? I thought we
Large
might get
and
some
erect.
soup to dip it in. No, I tried to slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham.
Sorry.
It was just... Oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Oh, okay. Well, that was at least pretty good. It was pretty good. No making out, but it was pretty good. I mean, that would have been absolutely insane. What if it's the only time in the game they make out? And you could miss it.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
I think we just had some pies and stuff. We ate like 5 pies each.
You too.
So it's like, all right. So in between the building, we're getting like moments with Gav and Jill, or you know, Otto or Talia, depending on who you pick. And like they're pretty good. Though they do have a very similar structure there, even the way they like faded out from each other, which is nice. It's nice. I kind of honestly I could have just gone without the boat building shit and just had it be like, I don't know, you want to go hang out? You want to go back here and fuck?
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
I need at least 800 more chocobo eggs. God damn it!
Thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
Hello, I'm here
You can
now.
Count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Somebody's getting laid tonight.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other.
I think my ass is glued to this chair, actually.
Process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates.
Okay.
I better go and give Mid the good news then.
This motherfucker better not give me any more shit to do, all right? This boat better be done.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Harpocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, let's start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
But first, I need you to go get a black hammer for me. Damn it!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Didgeridoo.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Precision. That's the way he said that. Precision walloping. Tap, 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 tap. All done. Some fucking years later.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank fuck for that.
Thank you.
I feel that, Blackthorn.
Everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't
Do
worry.
it all over again.
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say.
Thank fuck for that as well.
This elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves.
Other work comes in, please pass on me. Me too! Me too! Okay. Now talk to Mid again. Does Zalda just get her to go to Sid's grave, by the way?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Yes, like 3 hours ago.
And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Swear to God, she better fucking show up.
It told me she was built.
There's another quest nearby, whatever, we'll do it later. It's got a plus on it, so this one actually gives me gameplay shit, supposedly.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Oh, for fuck's sake, god damn it all, the demon lot! Hey, oh, I thought it was gonna be her in disguise.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat. Going that way.
A fucking boat.
Then I'm too late.
Oh, you in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens.
What?
Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Am I about just like fucking put aside my... Am I about to be interrupted by the main story here and literally put aside what we were just doing? I swear to fuck game, if we do that, I'm gonna be... Oh, like you're not even gonna give me an actual, like, conclusion to this. My dear boy, my journey to Canva has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but has considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, for which honor the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door.
which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration, your loving uncle, fucking, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
No, okay, no, we're still kind of going with it.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Pretty much.
It seems that way.
Well,
yes.
Nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks.
Speak for yourself, Gav. I'm sorry, my bro.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too.
Cool.
She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Old hideaway, which is surprisingly close. Sid's legacy. The dust long settled, little remains of once bustling refuge many called home. Central Storm.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Only himself.
Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Yeah, no wrinkly bitches here, dude.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goots.
Goots.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
I'm free!
Stop that! You break me bones, you great galoot.
God, he's amped.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Aw. Alright. Lightney's Cleft. A narrow pass through the otherwise impassable mountains, thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves. Oh yeah, that's right. I actually popped over here, but I literally was blocked last time. Eastern Dalmacia. Me here too. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
I guess. There's some quests out this way too. Well, all right, guys. I think this is probably a good spot to end things here for now. I'm not gonna lie. That was definitely the most fillery filler of this game so far. And it was not great. Definitely, I do not think that was a very good filler. It had small moments in between, but there was a holy boatload of monotony that felt like it could have been cut and made much shorter. Like they extended it so much more. And it didn't help that the fact that you had to keep reporting to mid and every time like you have to run all the way the fuck back and all the way to the back of the freaking hideaway, which just makes you more frustrated that there's not a damn way to fast travel between the major areas of this place. Like, why do I have to always fucking run around? I have a PS5. This shit loads fast. Come on. Like, I like the moment at the end where we actually got to Sid's grave. Still kind of bummed that mid didn't end up going there even by the end of it, which truly made it feel like a waste of time. I'm sure the boat, the Enterprise, is going to come into play at some point, but yeah, that was definitely the most padding that we've had so far. But it looks like we're about to get back into it. I definitely want to make sure we, like, at the very least, seemingly got past that clear padding before ending this episode. At the very least, I got to hang out with Jill and Gav and get a little nice talks with them. So there was that at the very least. And also that one quest line with, what's his face from Lost Wing was actually kind of, at least it made an interesting story, even if it did kind of just end. But I bet it's going to lead into other stuff. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite and subscribe if you're not already. Become a Picky Penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.